book baby, Mr. Christmas, is about to be released. And I've had a lot of people ask me, how'd you write a book in 30 days? Well, let me tell you. Hey, howdy, hey, Trainwreck, how are you today? I am the glorious Trainwreck Mom. If this is your first time here, welcome aboard, Trainwreck. Glad to have you here. Don't forget to get your ticket punched by hitting that subscribe button so you can see all the Trainwreck goodness on a regular basis. This channel is a safe space for all Trainwrecks, except here we don't give you a puppy and a latte, we give you sarcasm and humor. So, as I said, Mr. Christmas is about to hit. Well, I'm not telling anybody the release date just yet. Just got a little bit more on that one. But it's coming, and it's coming soon. And if you've been taking notes, you'd know that Mr. Christmas was my Nanowrimo project. What's Nanowrimo? You must be new here. Nanowrimo is National Novel Writing Month. And that's when crazy crack-headed writers like me get together and throw 50,000 words at paper in 30 days. It is 1,667 words a day to be exact. Now, is that a possibility? Yeah, absolutely. Is your book done in 30 days? Not even friggin' close. That's just where that's at. Because whether you're a plotter, that's me. I'm a plotter, totally. I have my outlines. I have a very specific system that I use for writing. Or you could be a pantser, which sounds like somebody in school who just goes around pulling everyone's pants down. But pantsers are like Stephen King. I heard he's very pantser and sits at his computer and just writes. I hate that. If you're a pantser and you can create something coherent and like cogent thinking and like a great storyline with amazing character arcs, and you put like very little thought into it, I kind of hate you. Just a lot, actually. Maybe I'm just jealous. It's that one. But either way, you know, whether you're a pantser or a plotter, you have to do your edits. You are not going to churn out 100% grade A best-selling gold on your first draft. That's why it's called a rough draft. You're gonna have typos, you're gonna have punctuation issues, you're gonna have some plot holes, you're gonna have things that don't quite add up or make sense. So you need to go through your edits. And I just realized how many edits it really does take. And they're not cheap, and it's kind of sad and depressing, especially if you're self-published. It's really sad and depressing how expensive editing and editors are. So yeah, it's one of those things like, dude, that's so rough. But no, you're not going to write a book in 30 days. I've already started researching and outlining my new one. That's you know, a little bit different than this one. It's going to be a little bit horror, a little bit thriller kind of thing. But yeah, you know, I'm already doing the research and everything for that. I'm already doing the outline. I'm already getting plot lines together and plot points and things like that, and just trying to get things together. And then in October, that's Plottober. That's when we start really nailing some stuff down to, you know, make it easier for when we do the big crazy challenge of Nanowrimo in November. But even then, after you've done a year's worth of work on the book, I've got friends of mine, 5 years, 10 years, working on one book. And that sounds crazy. I mean, you guys are probably going to sit there and go, 10 years? Dude, yeah, 10 years for a book baby. Some people try for 20 years to have a baby. You know, this is nothing new. It's a book baby. It's coming out of your mind womb, for crying out loud. You know, yeah, it's gonna take some time. And the biggest problem, it's never gonna be perfect. And that's something we as the writers have to come to grips with. It is never gonna be perfect. But with editing and beta readers, oh my god, I'm in beta reader mode right now. I just sent out chapter 3. And it's very interesting because you're giving them a chapter and then you're waiting. And what I do is I give a chapter, and I give them questions, and then I wait a week. And then I do it every Sunday. I ship out a chapter, give the questions, wait a week. Chapter, and I just keep going. And it's that waiting. Oh my God. It's like, I had a problem. I did this with my first 2 books. I got very impatient. I didn't want to go through proofreading and editing, and it shows. I'm not even gonna pretend. It shows. It's pretty bad. I'm not even gonna pretend. I wanted to make this one as close to perfect as possible, so I am really going through the whole beta reader phases, proofreading phases. My mom's really helping me out with that, and I love that. But I might get a subscription to Grammarly because I love my mom. But I need to not rely on her, I think. I love her. She's really good at what she does. I think she would have a marketable skill, but I don't think as a mother-daughter that we have the kind of relationship that should also be writer-proofreader kind of thing. I value my mother's opinion. I do love her very much. I don't want to have any conflicts going on. So that's what that is. But yeah, I think Grammarly might be a good option for me at this juncture. I've already had it go through 1 set of edits from a friend of mine. It's so crazy when you sit and, you know, everyone thinks you wrote a book in a month. No, you didn't. It's more like you wrote a bunch of words down and now you have to make sense out of it. Do you guys remember back in the late 90s, early 2000s, there were these things called magnetic poetry? They might still be around. I've seen something that looks like them, and it was just a bunch of words. And one of my favorite things was to take a handful of those words and throw them at the refrigerator and then try to make some sense out of them. That's actually how I do my tags on my videos, by the way. I use TubeBuddy. TubeBuddy helps me get the tags. I get about 25 of them, and then I make my descriptions based on my tags. It's a little bit like, magnetic poetry, just trying to work with what you have. And that's what Nanowrimo is. You know, you're throwing 50,000 plus words at pages, and the real work comes after that. So no, I did not write a book in 30 days. I wrote a book. Well, I'm still writing a book if you look at it. My book will hopefully be done very soon. Will be published very soon. But no, I did not write a book in 30 days. I threw 30,000 words at paper, and I threw a plot. I threw plot twists. I threw great characters. But no, I did not write a book in 30 days. So when you guys ask me, how did you write a book in 30 days? The simple answer is I didn't. I started planning it and plotting it in September and October. I came up with a final idea and wrote in the morning, at lunchtime, when I got home, when my son was sleeping, and on the weekends. I wrote nonstop. And then I edited, and then I wrote some more, and then I edited, and I wrote some more, and then I sent it to a friend of mine to read, and I edited it some more, and now I'm in the beta reader phase, and I'm going to be editing it some more. So yeah, that's how you write a book in 30 days, which is more like, well, we're in February, almost March, which is more like writing a book in 6 months. So no, I didn't write a book in 30 days. I threw a plot line, plot twists, characters, settings, and all that fun stuff in 30 days. All the rest of the work came in the months after. So if that's what you think works for you, I know Camp Nanowrimo is coming up, which is basically April, if I remember right. And that's where we do this all over again. Because, yeah, we're those kinds of people. I'm not going to be participating in that because I'm still working on Mr. Christmas. So, yeah, so that's where that's all at. So, did I write a book in 30 days? No. Do I ever think it's possible to write a book in 30 days? Sure. if you don't sleep, don't have a full-time job outside of your home, don't have children or a spouse or friends or social life or TV or the internet, yeah, totally, it's possible. For me, that is not going to be a possibility. So that's just where it's at. I would love to hear if you've ever partook. I would love to know if it's partaken or partook. Throw that in the comments below. I'd also like to know if you have ever done NaNoWriMo. Have you ever participated in NaNoWriMo? Have you written a book? Are you published? I want to know these things. I want links because I want to check your stuff out because that's just what I do. If this is your first time here, welcome aboard Trainwreck. Glad to have you here. Don't forget to get your ticket punched by hitting that subscribe button. And as always, I'd love for you to ring my bell because I really want you to ring my bell. Ring my bell. So you get to see all the Trainwreck goodness every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. My books, Platitudes of Gratitude and All Your Fault, are available in ebook and paperback on Amazon right now. Mr. Christmas is coming. Keep looking out for the updates on that. You can catch me on Facebook, Instagram. You can catch me on Facebook and Instagram as Glorious Trainwreck Mom. You can catch me on Twitter at Witchy with 2 E's 1014. You can catch me on Hub Pages. And you can catch me on my podcast at Anchored FM. That's all I've got for today, Trainwreck. So, all aboard. Boop, boop.